Hi everyone, and welcome to the second video of the Elastos Anniversary series. My name is Clarence Liu, and some of you may know me as a VP of Development for Elastos Foundation. However, I'm also the CR Region's lead, and what CR Region is a new entity set up just this year to handle the business development activities of Elastos after Elastos Foundation transitions to being more of a standards committee. Now, CR Regions is necessary because we need a actual legal entity to sign NDAs, agreements, and also to hold legal or accounting audits that are required in many cases by projects working on Elastos, partnerships, and exchange listing agreements. Another reason why we need an entity is to act as a counterparty to any contractual agreements, such as a deliverable on a CR proposal. Now, this is great because this gives us a second layer of security and recourse in case a project reins on their agreements or doesn't follow through. We'll actually be able to take legal action or try to enforce the agreements that they made. You can learn more about CR Regions at our website, crregions.com, and this will be the source to go to for all types of information about CR Regions. So we'll have information such as the projects that we're working on, projects in the pipeline, the teams that are helping CR Regions, and more. Our goals at CR Regions is to establish a team to do sales, marketing, and business development in 2021 and beyond. This will involve marketing the Elastos platform to be direct to businesses and creating sales funnels to direct pilot projects to Republic for initial funding. We'll also create promotional materials, pitch decks, and project feature PRs that can be used by the community or by marketing agencies to spread news about Elastos. We also want to work on a results-based system where we take commission from the funded projects. This is important because CR Council has taken that stance that they would like to see results first. Our second goal is to connect with other blockchain and DeFi projects. As a legal entity, we can definitely approach them and represent Cyberpublic in a business sense. We believe that DeFi is very important, so we hope that we can find partners or projects that are creating new investment products and entice them to also launch those products on Elastos sidechain, Elastos Ethereum sidechain. With the yield farming now very common, we believe that if we can create strong enough financial products with very high return on investments on Elastos, we can attract assets as long as we build the bridges necessary to move the funds to our Elastos Ethereum sidechain. Currently, Elastos has been doing BD for quite a while, but the platform has never been fully ready. Elastos is still in development, and it's not in the polished state where teams can just jump on Elastos and start building. We expect that at the very least, the smart contract layer, which is the Ethereum sidechain, will be ready for standalone dApps by October 2020. However, so far, we've done a lot of collaboration with other DeFi and Ethereum-based projects, such as Chainlink, Ren Alliance. Outside Ethereum, we've also talked to Filecoin, MakerDAO, and other blockchain projects to get advice and find ways to collaborate and build projects in the future. Our primary strategy to get more dApps on Elastos is to find promising projects and work with them to develop their business models to be self-sufficient and profitable. Therefore, they would have a high likelihood of passing CR Council voting proposals. This is more of a hand-holding process, and it does take a fair bit of work. So we do want to create a team that actually handles this. We also want to establish partnerships with leading projects. Since Elastos Foundation no longer engages in partnerships, CR Regions can take this role. But not just us, we encourage anybody in the community to set up a BD team and even form their own partnerships. Even Elastos Orchard is doing this as well. At CR Regions, we've come to believe that Elastos does need a formal marketing team. We have tried a decentralized marketing system for a while now, but it has some major drawbacks. For one, it's impossible to tie marketing spend to a successful project because we don't follow marketing from start to finish. by creating proper sales funnels and tracking the data, we can actually learn what the customer acquisition cost or CAC is. This will help us predict how much spending is necessary to track new projects. We hope that to set up this team and work through CRC when Elastos is fully ready to support dApp development. We do agree, however, of course, that marketing right now doesn't make much sense when Elastos is not completely ready. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the B2B advantages and challenges that CR Regions has encountered in the past. For one, we do have a world-class secure blockchain with over 50% of Bitcoin's hash rate. However, most business use cases are more advantageous towards private blockchains. The reason for that is because many companies do not want their data to be public. Also, decentralization is not a concern because, for example, for a logistics company, only the parties involved in the shipment of that package need to have access to that data. If we need to provide a proof to, say, the customer or end recipient of that package, for example, they can create proofs from the blockchain, which can be verified by the user on request. Where public blockchains do make sense for businesses is in instances where they need transparency. So if they want to create a referral system or a voting system where community participation is encouraged, or fundraising, then a public blockchain makes a lot of sense. Another challenge is that a lot of the tooling and development on Elastos thus far is geared toward the Elastos application, as you would know. But until that user base grows, a lot of businesses would prefer to have their own standalone application for obvious reasons. They simply don't want their app to belong within another app. So in this interim, our solution is to focus on the Elastos DAD and Ethereum sidechain solutions because those are almost mostly ready to use. For Elastos DAD, we do have a fully W3C compliant blockchain. We have Java SDKs and APIs, and we're coming out soon with a JavaScript SDK courtesy of Tomb. And we're also building first-party support for storing verifiable credentials directly on chain. So this will make Elastos DAD very attractive once the polish is there. Also for Elastos Ethereum sidechain, which will actually be the next video, we're making a more performant EVM-based blockchain with DPoS, lower gas fees, and more throughput, so more transactions or higher gas limit per block. This will hopefully attract more Ethereum developers and make us competitive against many of the other Ethereum clones that are building right now. So we've been told to keep this short. So if any questions, you're welcome to email me at contact@crregions.com. If you're interested in joining, we definitely need help in all regards, technical, BD, marketing, or sales. Although, as I said before, we probably won't be fully operational and running until early 2021 once the Elastos platform is fully polished and ready for marketing and BD. Thank you.